give you all my. Do you have it like written down? I didn't know if you had.
I'll have it on a nice 8.5 by 10. Everything will be fine.
All right.
Okay. All righty. Thanks. Yep. Anytime you're ready.
You're on.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. WKMC TV is on the air tonight from the campus of Mount Carmel Area High School in Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania. We have Heartland Conference Division III basketball with the two clubs that most people consider to be the best, not only in the division, but among the best teams in District 4. Hello, everybody. I'm Tommy Ryan. And tonight, the homestanding Mount Carmel Area Red Tornadoes with an overall record of 10-2 and 4-1 in Division III of the Heartland Conference take on the unbeaten Lady Lancers of Loyalsock, who are 14-0 overall, 4-0 in the Heartland Conference. And the first time that these two clubs met at Loyalsock, the Lady Lancers squeaked out a 54-48 victory over the Lady Tornadoes. So a big game for both ball clubs tonight. A win here by Loyalsock would give them a 2-game lead in Division III. A win by Mount Carmel Area would tie them with Loyalsock for the lead. So it should be a good one. We'll be back with the starting lineups in just a moment. We are back, and we now wait for the introduction of the starting lineups for Coach Steve Jacobson and the undefeated Loyalsock Lady Lancers. He is assisted by his wife, Carrie, and assistant Kirk Bauer. All right, Sophia Gardner, a junior, will start in the backcourt. Cassie G, a junior, also in the backcourt. Summer McNulty, and she is a good one, and we understand she needs 25 tonight to score her 1,000th point. Anna Burdette is a senior, and Aaliyah Kennedy, a sophomore, are the starting 5 for the Lady Lancers of Loyalsock High School. Now, for the Lady Tornadoes, and we'll talk a little bit about this in a minute. Mia Chapman, a 5'4" sophomore. She will be starting at point guard. Caroline Fletcher, a 5'7" junior. Lauren Shedleski, a 5'9" junior. Brooklyn Bernini, a 5'10" senior. And the final starter, of course, is the 6'2" junior Danny Ray Reno. We will tell you up front that Lauren Ayers has missed a couple of ball games for the Lady Tornadoes with a back issue. In talking to Coach Lisa Verano before the game, she said she will get some playing time tonight, and that will be determined by Coach Verano, and I would imagine also when she does get in there, how her back feels. She is an integral part of this Mount Carmel area attack, and she will get limited playing time tonight. Officials for tonight's game: Doug Litweiler, George Fecker, and Terry Conrad. That is Terry Conrad holding the basketball. To his left is Danny Litweiler, and to his right is George Fecker. So we're about set to go. We'll wait for them to toss it up. 14-0 goes against 10-2 overall. 4-0 for the Lady, Lancers, and 4-1 for the Lady Tornadoes. Both of these teams obviously compete in Division III. We're about set to go. I'm Tommy Ryan. Sit back and enjoy this one. It should be a good one. Kennedy will jump against Reno. Kennedy, a sophomore, about 5'11", I would say. And we're wait for Terry to toss that thing up. We're underway. Controlled. Man, we might have another jump ball here, and we do. And the arrow will favor. They're going to tend to 10-2 back up since neither team established possession. So Bernini will jump against Cassie G. Tap controlled by the Lancers. And now they will walk it up. This is McNulty. Straight man-to-man by the Lady Tornadoes. McNulty top of the key to Gardner. Gardner gets it back from Burdette. Brings it out front. High post. Kennedy. G. 3-ball. Not there. Tipped around. Oh, a rebound on the inside and a nice play by Aaliyah Kennedy. And it's 2-0 Sock, and they're going to press a little bit. It's like a 2-1-2 zone press. And Mount Carmel quickly into the front court to Shedleski, Bernini, Chapman. Lob inside. Fletcher looking for something. Nothing there. Gets it to Reno. Top of the key. Around the horn they go. Shedleski penetrates to the hole. Not there. Tipped around. Loyalsock with a board. McNulty. Quickly ahead to G. Back to McNulty. Over to G. Another 3-ball on the way. Not there. Rebound, pulled down, and a double dribble, and a turnover for Kennedy. She got the board, put it on the floor, and then put it on the floor again. 6:48 to go. 2-0 Loyalsock. Pressure, they get it to Reno. Chapman, still in the backcourt. Looking at this. Well, let's take a look. It is a zone, I do believe. Here's the cross-court pass, skip pass. Open and firing out of the corner. Not good as Shedleski. Rebound. Loyalsock gets it ahead to Gardner. She loses it, gets it back. And she loses another turnover. Here comes Chapman. And she lost it. Loyalsock has it. Going the other way is Kennedy. And I believe she knocked out of bounds by Bernini on a good play, so it'll stay Loyalsock basketball with 6:10 left to go here in opening quarter. They get it into Kennedy, outside to Gardner. G, another three, and in again, out again. Finnegan, now we get a whistle. And let's see what's happening here. And I think Fletcher is injured. To what degree, I don't know. And now we'll see the return of Lauren Ayers. So Fletcher out, Ayers in. As we mentioned, she missed a couple of games, so see how she gets going here. Reno has it. Chapman. Front court. Still in control. Here's the lob for Shedleski. She gets it in low, lays it up and in. Good look by Chapman. Good finish by Shedleski, and we're tied at 2. This is McNulty. To Gardner, back to McNulty. Chapman all over her. McNulty down the lane. Kicks it out. Gets it to G in the corner, firing. Gardner hits a three, and it's 5-2. Sophia Gardner from downtown Billy Penn, 3-point lead. It's 2-1-2 zone press. They get it to Shedleski. She gets it to Chapman. Back to Ayers. We get a kick. It'll stay Mount Carmel area basketball. 5:08 left to go in the opening quarter. And they will put it in play over here right in front of our WKMC TV microphones. They get it into Ayers. Chapman. Nothing there. Shedleski. Chapman. Looking. Ayers. Lob pass, turned it over. The other way. Here's a long lead for McNulty. One-on-one with Shedleski. Lays it up and in. So it's 7-2. Sock off to a good start here on the road with 4:40 left to go in the opening quarter. Very quickly to Shedleski. To Chapman. Out front to Ayers. L.A. into the corner. Shedleski kicks it out front. Chapman for three. Not there. Rebound. Loyalsock, who's enjoying an excellent evening on both ends of the board. This is G going to the hole, lay it up, and it's 9-2. And Lisa Verano will take a timeout. So Loyalsock came out. They're pressing a little bit, and right now, Mount Carmel area not getting very many rebounds on either end of the floor, and Lisa Verano uses her first timeout. So we have 4:18 left to go in the first quarter, and Loyalsock out in front by a score of 9-2. First timeout for the Lady Tornadoes. You get 5. I think you get 3 full in 2 30 seconds. So you don't take them early, you won't need them late. Loyalsock off to a terrific start here. And Shedleski will put it in play. As you can see, they set up 1-4 to the Lady Tornadoes, and they better hurry. And it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Mount Carmel area basketball. So defensively right now, Loyalsock doing a lot of things correctly. And they get it into Ayers. Back to Ayers, and she'll walk it up. Long cross-court pass. Shedleski for three, not there. Again, a rebound. Loyalsock very quickly. Kennedy ahead to Gardner. She goes down the lane, lays it up and in, and it's 11-2. Ayers quickly into the front court. Left side of Bernini, trapped. She gets it back to Ayers. Oh, and wide open. Shedleski inside has it blocked. Reno gets it back and puts it down. 11-4, 3:35 left to go in the first quarter. Loyalsock off to a big start, up 7. Gardner giving us a little dribbling exhibition out front. This is G. McNulty, pump fake. Goes to the hole, lays it up, can't get it. Reno to Ayers. LA on the move. Quickly ahead to Shedleski, and we're going to get a foul, and that will go on Cassie G. Substitution coming in for Loyalsock. It'll be Mia Patterson, a sophomore. Coming in for Mount Carmel area is Alyssa Reisinger and Mia Chapman, as Lauren Ayers gets a break. And you find out very quickly when you miss a couple of games, sometimes your game legs take a little time to come back. Chapman in the corner, Shedleski. Here's the lob, cross court, Chapman, foul line, nothing there, in trouble. Gets it into Reisinger. Reisinger in low to Reno, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Loyalsock basketball. And they'll bring it up. 2:55 to go, 11-4. McNulty. Boy, she made a big difference as a freshman, came in. One of the Loyalsock girls got hurt, and she just came in and exploded and has been a very positive player for Loyalsock for the last couple of years. And there's a great steal by Fletcher. Reno to the hole. Left hands it up, not good. Rebound, pull down, Loyalsock, we got a foul. And that foul is going to go on Mount Carmel area as Cassie G gets ready to come back in. That foul is going to go on. Let's see who they put it up there. It's going to be Reno, her first. 11-4, 2.5 to play. So Danny Ray picks up her first. Each team has committed one as McNulty brings it up. Mount Carmel, as you can see, man-to-man. McNulty out front, Shedleski with her. Looking for a screen, nothing there. G, top of the key, pump fake, a little 15-footer. Good. They don't see many of those mid-range jumpers anymore, and she knocks it down with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, 13-4. Lady Lancers. Shedleski, cross court, open as Fletcher puts it up and in. A good look by Shedleski, and it's 13-6. Nice skip pass, found her alone under the bucket. She put it home. Patterson with the basketball. She stops 15-footer, not going to get there. Rebound by Chapman. We get a foul. Oh, boy. That foul is going to go on Aaliyah Kennedy. And, boy, that's a foul you don't want to commit, 94 feet away. Bernini back in, Shedleski out. So it's Bernini, Chapman, Fletcher, Reno, and Reisinger in there for the Lady Tornadoes with 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. McNulty, G, Patterson, Burdette, and Kennedy in there for the Lady Lancers, who've got a foul under the bucket. Let's see who this one's going to go on. That's going to go on Aaliyah Kennedy as Sophia Gardner comes in, and Kennedy comes out of there with 1 minute and 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. 13-6. Lancers up, open. Chapman, a little 12-footer. In again, out again. Rebound. Oh, a nice effort inside right there by Fletcher, and it'll stay Mount Carmel area basketball. These are the things that Caroline Fletcher does that you never see in a box score. Great effort there. Inside the Reno. Surrounded. Did she lose it? She did not. It'll stay Mount Carmel area basketball. 1 minute and 14 to go in the opening quarter. Bernini looking for room, nothing there. Gets it to Chapman. There's the lob inside for Reno. She puts it up good, and she drew the foul. Nice look inside. That foul is going to be on Summer McNulty, and that will be her first. See if Reno can complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Not going to get there. Rebound pulled down by McNulty. McNulty on the move. Kicks it out to Gardner. G. This is Patterson. McNulty, 50 seconds left as they get it to Gardner. Thought about a three. Will penetrate. Little runner. Got it. 15-8. 40 seconds. See if they play for one or not. Maybe you get a 2-for-1 out of this. If you get a quick shot, they get it to Bernini. Left corner, Fletcher. Reisinger puts her way in, throws it up, in again, out again, Finnegan. How about that? It'll stay Mount Carmel area basketball with 23 seconds left to go. So what you want to do here is get a good shot. 23 seconds left to go. You don't necessarily have to hold it, but make sure you get a good one here at the end of the quarter. This is Reisinger. Open. Fletcher, not good. Rebound, McNulty. 15 on the clock. Let's see what the Lancers do. She's going coast to coast. Throws it up, not good. Crazy shot. Fletcher ahead to Chapman. Lays it up and in. Nice play right there. 3 seconds left to go, and they'll dribble it out. So we've played 8 minutes of basketball here at Mount Carmel Area High School, where the Lady Lancers have 15. Mount Carmel area with 10. So Mount Carmel area got right back in it as Loyalsock broke on top rather quickly. And Mount Carmel has outscored them 8-6 here in the waning moments of the quarter. So Mount Carmel back in it here on their home court. As we mentioned, if you're just tuning in, 10-2 coming in. Lady Tornadoes 4-1 in the Heartland Conference. Loyalsock unbeaten at 14-0 and 4-0, obviously a game ahead of Mount Carmel area. A win here tonight and a win against Bloomsburg would pretty much lock up the division title for Loyalsock. But keep in mind that the 3 division champions get to the Heartland Conference playoff, and the team with the best record in any of the divisions gets the wild card bid. So let's see what happens as it plays out. We're getting down to the end here. You got a 22-game schedule. Loyalsock is playing their 15th game tonight. Mount Carmel playing their 13th game. So we're on our way towards the playoffs, and how exciting they have been in the Heartland Conference over the last few years. Amazing. Let's see who's in there now. Chapman, Shedleski, Bernini, Reno, and Reisinger. Chapman down the lane, throws it up off the window, not good. G with it, and she will bring it across. Here's the lead for McNulty. Baseline, in trouble, kicks it out. This is G for 3, not there. Chapman going the other way. Chapman throws up the left-handed hook, not good. Another rebound for Loyalsock. G is out in front of the pack. She lays it up and in. 17-10. Opening moments of the second quarter. They get it to Bernini. Chapman. Trying to get a foul here, or a kick. In the ball game now for Loyalsock is Corinne Saar, along with Patterson, G, McNulty, and who am I leaving out here? Tell you in a second as Mount Carmel inbounds it. Burdette is the fifth player in right now. Here's a Reisinger with an in again, out again, Finnegan. And another rebound for Loyalsock. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Patterson. It's at the G. Burdette in the corner. Saar firing, not good. Rebound Bernini. Shedleski will bring it across the timeline. Looking for room, nothing there. Back out front. Chapman thought about a 3, left side of Bernini. Chapman again looking to penetrate. Forces her way in, and she drew the foul. None shooting. It'll be the 5th team foul on the Lady Lancers as LA comes back in along with Caroline Fletcher as Bernini and Chapman come out of there. 6:29 left to go in the first half. Ayers. Fletcher, Ayers in the corner. Lob inside to Reno, puts it up and in. Danny Ray knocks it down. 17-12, so LA off the bench with a quick assist. This is Patterson. She backs it out. Gets it to McNulty, who's been rather quiet here tonight. This is G. Patterson. G back to Patterson, and then she traveled. Wanted to go left. Turnover now as Kennedy comes back in. And let's see who comes out. Somebody got to come out, and it's going to be Burdette. Anna Burdette out. Kennedy in. 5:57 to go, first half, 17-12. Shedleski, Fletcher, Reno. Kick it back out front, around the horn they go. Ayers. Shedleski inside, nice look for Fletcher, nothing there. Ayers open, 3-ball. Got it. LA knocks it down, and it's 17-15. So off the bench, an assist and a 3-pointer as she gets back into form here, and they get it to G at the top of the key. This is McNulty. Back out front to G. Patterson. Looking inside. Mount Carmel in that zone now. You get it in the corner to McNulty. Nothing there for her. Patterson. Nothing there. Good D right now by the Lady Tornadoes. Kennedy inside. McNulty. Stops and pops. Got it. Summer McNulty knocks it down, and it's 19-15. LA has it knocked away. Ball's on the deck. Who's got it? Loyalsock. McNulty, 2-on-1. McNulty will go the whole way. Left hands it up and draws the foul. And that foul will go on Lauren Shedleski. And at the line to shoot 2 is Summer McNulty. That is the home team's second team foul. McNulty sets herself. Got it. She'll get another. Sophia Gardner in. And Corinne Sarr out of there. So Mount Carmel's got Bernini, Shedleski, Reisinger, LA, and Chapman as Danny Ray gets a rest. And the second one for McNulty rows in. Burdette coming in, McNulty coming out. 21-15, the lead is 6 for the Lady Lancers with 4:40 left to go here in the first half. There's a cross-court pass and a foul. She was a step quicker. Patterson would have had him. This is Ayers. Over on the left side to Shedleski. Chapman inside for Reisinger. Back. Chapman backs it out. LA. Left side, Bernini. Skip past Chapman. Bernini. Corner. Reisinger turns. Oh, nice move. Spins, missed the layup. Great move. Couldn't finish. And now we get a hold. That foul is going to go on Alyssa Reisinger, her first. Team's third. Loyalsock has committed 6. So for the final 4 minutes of this first half, the Lady Tornadoes will be shooting 1-on-1. This is G to Patterson. Gardner looking for room, nothing there. G on the right wing. Back out front to Burdette. Left side to Gardner. Gardner, top of the key, Patterson. Burdette. Around the horn as they move this basketball against the Mount Carmel D. Burnett inside, nothing there. And Mount Carmel area coming the other way as Reno pulls down a board. Fletcher back out front. Chapman. Bernini. Chapman. Bernini, okay. Chapman thought about a 3 maybe. Now they're looking as they move around inside. Lisa Verano with both Reisinger and Reno in there, the Twin Towers, if you will. Bernini. Reno stolen. This is G. G gets it to Gardner. Gardner over to G. 2:52 to go. Open. Patterson fires, not good. Doesn't follow her shot. And Bernini has a board coming the other way. Chapman. And there's a reach-in foul by Sophia Gardner. And that is their 7th team. So Mount Carmel area now will shoot 1-on-1 the rest of the way as Summer McNulty comes back in. Lisa Reisinger coming out of there. And Lauren Shedleski back in. At the line shooting 1-and-1 is Mia Chapman, a 5'4" sophomore, who has done a nice job filling in for Lauren Ayers. She misses the foul shot. Burdett has it. She gets it to Gardner with 2.5 to go in the first half. McNulty looking for room, nothing there. Burdett. Gardner rather. Patterson. Good steal right there. Good hustle by Chapman. She couldn't hold it. Loyalsock gets it back. This is Gardner. Patterson fires, can't get it. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by Burdett. Firing is G. Whiz, and she knocks it down. Cassie G, and it's 23-15. The lead is 8 with under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 1:50. Fletcher. Bernini fires. Rolls out of there. Basket counts as Reno gets an offensive board and draws the foul. That foul is going to go on Burdett. Danny Ray will try to finish up that three-point play. A junior. Reno fires. Got it. 23-18, the lead is 5. And they will walk it up. Summer McNulty over here on the left side to G. She gets it to Gardner, back to McNulty. G fires, rims out of there. Ball's on the deck. And a jump ball, and the arrow will favor Loyalsock. 1:23 to go in the first half. 23-18. McNulty will put it in play. Looking in the middle, nothing there. They go inside low. Ball is blocked by Bernini. And here's Chapman out front, lays it up, can't finish. Ball is loose, and guess who's got it? Fletcher. She turns it over to McNulty. 1:11 to go, and here comes McNulty. McNulty very quickly to Gardner. Minute to play, first half. McNulty back to Gardner. In low to Burdett, and she turns it over to Bernini. Long lead for Chapman, and she turns it over. Coming the other way. Here's a lead for Gardner. Gardner up and in. 25-18, lead is 7 with 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Chapman, she turn it over. We get a jump ball. Now let's see who that will favor Mount Carmel area. As Corinne Czar comes in, and let's see who's coming out of there. Summer McNulty. McNulty has 2 personals. And the Lady Tornadoes will inbound. They get it into Shaleski. An open 3. Short. Rebound. Czar. 25 seconds. Let's see if they play for one. 20 on the clock. 30-second timeout taken by the Lancers. 18 seconds left to play. Each team has used 1 timeout. This is one of those timeouts that I always think about. It's a close ball game. 7-point lead. You're on the road. You might want to save that timeout for later in the game. This timeout has been set, I'm sure, to call a play. So they have a specific play in mind as they run this final 18 seconds. You take the timeout and hope you get something out of it. And, of course, that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is if you turn it over and the Lady Tornadoes get a bucket. So let's see how this plays out. Coach Jacobson took the timeout. I want to congratulate him and his wife, Carrie, by the way. Had a little girl this past week, so congratulations, and may your daughter have a long and happy life. All right, this is Czar gets it to McNulty. McNulty to G. See what they're running here. High post, turn opposite, and they threw it away. They threw it away with 2.7 seconds left to go. Gardner's going to come back in. McNulty's going to come out of there, protecting her that she don't get her third. Also coming into the ball game is Randy Jessel. And she comes in for Kennedy. Here's the long lead, knocked out of bounds, and that will be 1.2 seconds left to go. So you set up, hopefully, a Hail Mary 3. Let's see what happens. 1.2 seconds left to go. Shedleski at the buzzer. Not going to get there. So we have played 16 minutes of basketball here from the campus of Mount Carmel Area High School. And at halftime, the Lady Lancers of Loyalsock have 25. The Lady Tornadoes of Mount Carmel Area have 18. We'll be back with stats. Stay with us. We are back at halftime here at Mount Carmel Area High School, where the visiting Loyalsock Lancers have 25. The homestanding Mount Carmel Area Red Tornadoes have 18. Scoring here in the first half for Mount Carmel Area, Lauren Ayers with 3, Maya Chapman with 2, Caroline Fletcher with a deuce, Lauren Shedleski with a deuce, and Danny Ray Reno with 9. Mount Carmel is 1 out of 3 at the foul line. For the Lancers, with their 25 points, Sophia Gardner has 5, 7, 9. Cassie G has 8. Summer McNulty has 6. And Aaliyah Kennedy has 2. The Lady Lancers are 2 for 2 at the foul line. Summer McNulty has 2 fouls, as does Cassie G. For Mount Carmel Area, Lauren Shedleski, Danny Ray Reno, and Elisa Reisinger have 1. So halftime, to thank Mr. Verano here for kind enough to bring the scorebook up here, and thank him, and hopefully we can get him up here at the end of the game again. So thank you very much. All right, halftime, 25-18. Loyalsock on in front. We'll be back with the third quarter. Stay with us. We are back here as we get ready to start the third quarter. The Loyalsock Lancers with 25 and homestanding Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes 18. I want to take an opportunity to thank the youngsters from WKMC TV, students here at Mount Carmel Area High School, and this is the crew that makes up tonight's teleclass. Sammy Zatney, Jake Evans, and Dominic Tamborelli are on cameras. Graphics is Tyler Barnhart. The master control is Corinne Ennis. And obviously the executive producer, Big Dave McPhee. So we thank all of those youngsters, and of course special thanks to Mr. McPhee, who is putting this all together as WKMC TV, one of the oldest high school television stations in the Commonwealth. And his dad, George McPhee, of course, was the founder of this station and set the bar where it is. And Dave McPhee has kept it right there. All right, it's going to be G, McNulty, Gardner, Burdette, and Kennedy in there. Chapman, Fletcher, Shedleski, Bernini, and Reno for Mount Carmel area. Baseline by Patterson, puts it up and in. Lead is 9. Here's the pressure, 1-2-2 zone. And Summer McNulty steals. The basketball, has it stolen back. Nice play, Chapman. Chapman still in control, and boy, McNulty avoided her third foul there. In the corner, Bernini. Long three. Got it. So Brooklyn Bernini from downtown Billy Penn, and it's 27-21. Here's the press. Mount Carmel area now harassing the guards from Loyalsock a little bit. McNulty goes cross court to Gardner. High post to Kennedy. Kicks it out. G, good move. In the corner, McNulty. Nothing there. She'll back it out. G, Gardner. Looking inside. Baseline to Kennedy. She gets it to Burdette. Puts it up. We're going to hit the stanchion. It'll be Mount Carmel area basketball. Opening moments of the third quarter. Tommy Ryan shooting it to you here on WKMC TV. Reno. Shedleski gets it across the timeline to Chapman, to Fletcher. Chapman thought about it. Shedleski for three. Buries it. And it's 27-24, and here come the Tornadoes. Back-to-back threes by Bernini and Shedleski. Have him right back in his ball game. Now we're going to get a foul. That foul is going to be on Maya Chapman, and it is her first. As McNulty will put it in play for the Lady Lancers. G, Burdette, Gardner, Patterson, or make it, this is Gardner for three, not there. That was Kennedy in there, not Patterson, as we bring it across the timeline. Chapman. For Reno, knocked away by McNulty. Ball's on a deck, jump ball. Let's see which way we're going. It's going to stay at this end, so it'll be Loyalsock basketball. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. As we mentioned, Loyalsock 4-0 in the division, and Mount Carmel with one loss. Oh, there's a nice drive. Shedleski could not finish, and here comes McNulty. Quickly ahead to Gardner. Did she lose it? No. McNulty. Left side to G. This is McNulty. Gardner. Around the horn. Kennedy down the lane. McNulty can't get it down. Alyssa Reisinger in the game. Reno out of there. Boy, good hustle by Chapman. She can't hold it. We're going to get a foul. Foul's going to go on Mount Carmel area's Caroline Fletcher. That is her first. 3-point ball game, 27-24. McNulty. Gardner. G, cross court. Gardner brings it back out front. G. McNulty for a rainbow three, and she buried it. Up into the O-zone and down into the hoop. And Lisa Verano is going to take a timeout. Basket counts, of course. And 30-second timeout, the second one used by the Tornadoes. And if you just joined us, they get 5. They have used 2. Loyalsock has used 1. We're in the opening moments, really, the third quarter, 30-24. Threes playing a role here in the early going as Mount Carmel area's Bernini and Shedleski each hit a 3. And you just saw that towering jumper. Lloyd B. Free. That'll loosen some of you Sixers fan up, but he used to shoot that rainbow jumper as well. And McNulty knocked it down. So if you haven't heard, Derek Jeter and Larry Walker will be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. And amazingly, one of the baseball writers did not include Jeter on his ballot. My suspicion is that guy should lose his card, because there is no question that Derek Jeter is a Hall of Famer. Not to put him on the ballot is ridiculous. Lauren Ayers in there. We said LA missed a couple of games. She's back in there tonight, limited duty. And with her is Gardner. Now they go into Reisinger. Here she lays it up, can't finish. Rebound Kennedy, quickly to McNulty. McNulty gets it out to G. Gardner. Bring it back out front. G looking for help, gets it to McNulty. Back out front to Gardner. A lot of room. Little runner, got it. 32-24, the lead is 8. Saw a couple of those mid-range jumpers go down tonight. You don't see too many of them anymore. Youngsters more focused on the 3 than the mid-range jumper. This is Ayers. Kicks it out to Bernini. Skip pass. Chapman throws it off the foot of Gardner. Reno back in. Reisinger going to come out as Shedleski will put it in play. 4:07 left to go in the third quarter. The lead is 8, 32-24. Shedleski in trouble now. Double team, step throughs it. Bernini to Chapman. She can't get. Now we get a foul. I think this is a good call by George Fecker. The foul is going to go on Aaliyah Kennedy, and that's a good call. She tried to muscle Reno out of the way. Substitution, Patterson will come in, and that is the third foul on Aaliyah Kennedy. And LA will put it in play. Ayers looks, gets it out front. Bernini, a little 12-footer. Did she get the bounce? She did not. Tipped around. Oh, good follow-up. Shedleski can't finish, but Reno can. 32-26. Pressure. McNulty. Burdette. Long cross. G. Baseline. Cut off. She traveled. And into the ballgame now for Mount Carmel area is Katie Witkowski as Lauren Ayers comes out. Chapman will bring it up. Witkowski back to Chapman. Bernini, around the horn they go. Skip pass. Bernini fires for 3, not there. Rebound pulled down by Patterson. McNulty in control. Over to G. High post, Patterson, McNulty looking to penetrate, cut off nicely by Bernini. Gardner has some room, rejected by Danny Ray Reno. 2:55 left to go, third quarter, the lead is 6. Alyssa Reisinger going to come in. Brooklyn Bernini going to come out. And he'll put it in play to McNulty. Gardner, almost picked off by Chapman. Patterson in the corner. Burdette throws it right over here to the storekeeper, so it'll be Mount Carmel area basketball. We should probably point out that Brooklyn Bernini is Brooklyn Bernini, not the city Brooklyn. Here's the trap. Chapman to Witkowski. Reisinger, better hurry. Ball's loose on the deck. Mount Carmel maintains control. Chapman to Witkowski. Katie comes back across and around the horn they go. And Witkowski looking and fires. Not there. Rebound. Patterson to Gardner. Cross court to G. G. Gardner. McNulty for that rainbow. Not going to get there. However, it is rebounded nicely by Burnett. McNulty turns it over. Here's the lead for Chapman. And can't finish. Knocked out of bounds by Reno. It'll be Loyalsock basketball with a little less than 2 minutes. 2 left to go in the third quarter. Substitution out. Carolyn Fletcher going to come in for Mount Carmel area, and Corinne Saar in for the Lady Lancers. Here's the press. McNulty throws it backwards. Now they get it in the middle. And Loyalsock Township will take their second timeout. It's going to be a full timeout for the Lancers with 1:47 left to go here in the third quarter. 32-26. Loyalsock out in front. And, of course, tomorrow night here at the Mount Carmel Area High School will be the Go Big doubleheader between Mount Carmel area and Southern Columbia. The girls JV game at 3:30. The girls varsity game at 4:15. The boys JV at 6 and the varsity at 7:30. Both of those games will be covered by WKMC TV as well as the Black Diamond Sports Network. And both groups will cover the varsity games only. Minute and 47 left to go here in the third quarter. 32-26. I keep going back to the fact that Loyalsock jumped out to a quick 9-2 lead. And Mount Carmel area has been trying to catch up to that 7-point deficit. They've got it down to 6 here, and we've got a lot of time left to play. McNulty looking for room, and Chapman, no question, on a foul. And they'll put it in play. Will Gardner, backcourt to G. Top of the key to Patterson. Kicks it out to McNulty. McNulty looking for room. In the corner. G for 3. Bang. 35-26. The lead is 9. Minute and 20 to go. Chapman. Witkowski. Chapman. Fletcher. Well, suck in that zone. Chapman wide open. Changed their mind. Tried to Prente. Kicks it out. Witkowski fires. Not good. Going to get out of game Finnegan, but there's Reno to pick it off with a minute to go. Lead is 7. 35-28. McNulty on the run. Looking. Still looking. Cross court. McNulty. Gardner, Saar, McNulty, G, right side. Patterson open, fires, not going to get there. Knocked out of bounds by Chapman, so it'll stay Loyalsock basketball as Bernini and Chedleski come in, and Witkowski and Fletcher come out with 35 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And a Burdette in for Loyalsock as Saar comes out of there. And Summer McNulty will put it in play. Inside of Burnett and knocked out of bounds by Reisinger. And McNulty will once again put it in play. Looking. Gets it back out front to Gardner. G. Burdette. Gardner. Well, they're looking up at the clock. Maybe they're going to play for one. This is Patterson to McNulty. Going to try to trap her in the corner. Gardner, and she walked. That's a good call right there. With 14 seconds left to go. Well, you want to get a good shot. Well, maybe Loyalsock would press them a little bit. Let's see when they come across the timeline. And they'll come out now and try to trap. Chapman, 8 on the clock. Bernini with 5 on the clock. In the corner, Shaleski with a fall away. Not there. Reno has it rejected, and that's the final play of the third quarter. So we've played 24 minutes of basketball from the campus of Mount Carmel Area High School. The Lady Lancers with 35. Homestanding Lady Tornadoes 28. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Stay with us. All right, turning for home. Fourth and final quarter, 35-28. Lancers out in front, as we mentioned. They're unbeaten at 14-0. Mount Carmel at 10-2. One of their losses, of course, to the Lancers at Loyalsock and to a very good Dunmore team here early in the year. So McNulty has it. McNulty, G, Patterson, Burdette, and Gardner in there. And there's a steal by Fletcher. Good play. Let's see if she can finish. And she'll draw the foul on Burdette. That is the second team foul on the Lady Lancers. And they're going to put her on the line for a couple. Caroline Fletcher. A track star in her own right. Misses the first, she'll get another. Sets. Made the second. Up 6, 7:44 to play. So Shedleski now will come out to play McNulty. Bernini with Gardner. Get it to McNulty. High post, Burdette. Nothing there. Burnett, did she throw it away? Evidently not. Said the ball was tipped. Right side of Burdette. Oh, nice pass inside low, and Patterson scores. Saying the ball was tipped. That woke the crowd up a little bit. This is Chapman. Bernini. She has it. Looking across to Shedleski in the corner to Chapman. Shedleski firing for three, and she got it. Lauren Shedleski from Billy Penn range. 37-32, 6:35 left to go. Stay with it. It's going to be a rock and roll finish. This is Gardner. Right side to G. McNulty. Gardner looking for help. Miss Patterson on a back door gets it to McNulty. Right side to Patterson. She'll bring it back out front. Ball is tipped. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Loyalsock basketball. 6 minutes to go, 37-32. Gardner. Bernini with her. It's a screen. Almost turned it over. Knocked into the back court. It'll stay. Loyalsock basketball. Now Patterson is going to come back in, and she is playing with, I believe, 3. Or Kennedy, I should say, yes, and she is playing with 3. 5:51 to play. The lead is 5. Okay, they get it into Kennedy. She gets it to McNulty, who's been relatively quiet here tonight. Looking for some room, gets some room. In the corner, Gardner for 3. Got it. No basket. Travel. Turn it over. So Gardner's 3 is taken away, and it remains 37-32. Chapman will bring it up. Cross court to Bernini. Shedleski. 3. Got it. Lauren Shedleski bears in. It's 37-35. Don't go away. Chapman commits the foul. It is the 4th team. Loyalsock has committed 2. Obviously none shooting. And McNulty will put it in play. Gets it into Kennedy. Burdette. Gardner. Kennedy. McNulty. To the hole. Left hands it up. Not good. Knocked around. Reno. Mount Carmel with a chance to take the lead. A 3-pointer would do it. They have not led the entire night with 4:50 to play. Chapman. Corner. Bernini for the lead. Got it! Brooklyn Bernini puts the Red Tornadoes up 38-37. She has had a knack for hitting big threes throughout her career, and boy, she nailed one there. The other one or two that come to mind was her freshman year at Shikellamy in the championship game, and a big 3 last year as Mount Carmel area came within an eyelash of defeating the defending state champions. And that foul is going to go on Kennedy, and that's her 4th. Bellwood Annis was up 4, and Bernini hit a monster 3 to get the Red Tornadoes within 1. So she hit a big one here to give them their first lead at 38-37. 4:12 left to go. Sarr coming in. Now Kennedy will come out because she has committed 4 personal fouls. Mount Carmel will inbound against the pressure. And there's a foul on Czar. And that's the team's 4th. So each team has committed 4 personal fouls. Oh, man. All right, they'll put it in play. They get it to Chapman. Chapman on the move. Backed it out. G with her. Chapman in the corner. Shedleski into Reno. Left hands it up and got it. Mount Carmel area up by 3 with 3:54 to go. Momentum right now, wearing a white hat. So Loyalsock being challenged down the stretch. Chapman knocks it away. G gets it back. Patterson, the sophomore, to McNulty. McNulty looking for room. Nothing there. Good D. Chapman challenges G. Gets it over to Czar. Back out front to McNulty. Boy, they playing her tough. Shedleski with her. Lays it up left-handed and got the bucket. And a full timeout being taken by Loyalsock. That is their 3rd timeout. 3:21 left to go, 40-39. Well, I'm not certainly in any position to. I think I'd have held off for a while on that timeout. With 3:21 left to go, you're only down a point. You get a big bucket out of McNulty. Maybe you want to hold on a little bit. And don't forget, he took that, coach took a timeout there with 18 seconds, I think, left to go in the 2nd quarter to set up a play which unfortunately resulted in a turnover. So we'll see. 3:21 left to go, 40-39 as the Lady Tornadoes have roared back here, trailing by as many as 7 to take a 1-point lead. And Bernini and Shedleski are hitting threes, and this is the time you certainly want to make them all the time, but down the stretch, boy, a 3 not only gives you a little boost, but momentum picks up considerably. The crowd gets into it, and we have a nice crowd here tonight. Not a whole lot of folks here from Loyalsock, but it is a 65-mile trip. So let's see who's in there now for the Lancers. McNulty, G, Saar, Burdette, and Patterson. Shedleski, Ayers, Chapman, Reno, and Bernini for the Tornadoes. 3:12 left to go. Fourth quarter action. Chapman still out front. Left side to Shedleski. Cross court, then McNulty, or did Saar get the steal? She did. And gets it back out front to Gardner. So a big turnover there with 2:53 to play. Gardner, they go high post, looking for a back door, nothing there. Here comes McNulty, stops, pops, short. Out of bounds, it'll be Mount Carmel area basketball. Well, now they're getting McNulty involved here. She had been relatively quiet. Last couple of times down the floor, they had definitely gone at her to try to get a bucket. Gardner's going to come in, and who's going to come out? Patterson is going to come out. Shedleski putting it in play, gets it to Ayers. Back to Shedleski, and she'll bring it across the timeline. Coming up on 2.5. Shedleski gets it to Reno. Reno underneath, and she threw it away. Didn't see her right away. Substitutions, Fletcher for Mount Carmel, Patterson for the Lady Lancers. 40-39, Mount Carmel area on top. 2:25 to go, fourth quarter. McNulty looking for room, cut off nicely by Shedleski. Gardner for 3, got it. Oh boy, gee whiz is right. Make it Cassie G from downtown Billy Penn with 2 minutes, 2 left to go. Loyalsock regains the lead, 42-40. Chapman. Fletcher double teamed. And Lisa Verano will take a timeout. That is her third. And Fletcher was trapped. She had the sideline plus, it's a 30-second timeout, had the sideline plus 2 Lady Lancers. 42-40, minute and 55 to go. Here from the campus of Mount Carmel Area High School. Once again, if I can, very quickly, the crew that's here from WKMC. The cameras are Sammy Zatney, Jake Evans, and Dominic Tamborelli. Graphs, Tyler Barnhart. Master Control, Corinne Ennis. And, of course, the executive producer, Mr. Dave McPhee. And certainly want to thank them for making my job relatively easy. And, as usual, these youngsters do an outstanding job. Minute and 55 to go, 42-40. Shedleski will put it in play to Ayers. Ayers will walk it up. Chapman. Corner Bernini. Chapman. Ayers, Chapman. Bernini, here's the trap. They get into Reno. That's where you want to go. She kicks it out. Back into Reno. She backs in, turns around, missed the layup. Got her own rebound. Put it up, can't get it. And now she comes over the back. Had a couple of shots there, couldn't finish them now. As Kennedy comes back in, Reno foul. That is the team's 5th. It's Reno's 2nd. So neither team shooting 1-on-1 here with a minute and 33 to play. And Loyalsock up 42-40. Kennedy. And this is Shedleski fouling Summer McNulty. That is the team's 6th, as I see it. Second foul on Shedleski with a minute and 18 to go. Needless to say, don't go for a hot chocolate. You don't want to miss the end of this. They go in the back. Oh, that's back court. Great call. Last place her feet were in the front court. took it in the air and carried it into the backcourt. Big turnover right there. Shedleski and Czar into the ball game for Mount Carmel and Loyalsock. I should say Ayers and Czar into the game. Ayers top of the key. Double team, throws it to Shedleski. Back out Chapman. Ayers. Chapman. Ayers, Chapman. Bernini looking inside, nothing doing. Under a minute to play, 42-40. Around the horn they go. Ayers lobs it into Reno. She kicks it out. Chapman for three. Not there. Rebound. Gardner. We get it to McNulty. McNulty in control to Gardner. Back to McNulty. Now we're going to get a foul. Let's see who this is going to be on. That's going to be on Reno. We're shooting 1-1. So we'll go to the foul line here where Sophia Gardner, the junior, her team leads 42-40. Of course, if she makes both ends of this thing, it becomes a two-possession game with 39 seconds left to go. The first one's up. Got it. She'll get another. Sets in the air, not there. Reno, power rebound. 3-point lead, 43-40, 30 seconds left to play. Get it back out front to Ayers. Chapman. Ayers stolen. And Bernini will commit the foul, and G will go to the foul line. 19.9 seconds left to go. A 3-point lead. Got it. That makes it a two-possession game with 19 seconds to play. I want to commend the officials here tonight for an outstanding job. Very little for either coach to complain about. Second one's on the way. Got it. 45-40. You've got to get a quick three here or a quick two and take a timeout. 16 seconds, and Lisa Verano will take that timeout. Unofficially, that's her fourth with 15 seconds left to go. So you need points. You take the two and then you foul and hope they miss, or you take the three, get it and hope, and then foul and hope they miss. You need to get 5 and 15 seconds, and you need to prevent Loyalsock from scoring. This has been a really, really good basketball game. Two really good basketball teams. As we mentioned, Mount Carmel 10-2, Loyalsock 14-0 overall. Loyalsock 4-0 in Division III, Mount Carmel area 4-1. As advertised, many times you talk about good basketball games, they don't always turn out that way. But this has been a good game between two well-coached and talented basketball squads. Be nice to see both of them down here in that Heartland Conference Final Four. Danville leads Division I, and I believe Central Columbia leads Division II, and right now Loyalsock leads Division III. All right, Shedleski's going to put it in play, and a foul. Gardner fouls him. Boy, if you're Loyalsock, that's the very last thing. Well, it's an unshooting foul. It's only their 15th, so no harm, no foul. Well, a foul, but no harm, as Shedleski will put it in play. Substitution, Fletcher going to come in. And who's going to come out? Lauren Ayers is going to come out. And let's see where we're going to go with this to Chapman. Clock running, we're at 10 seconds. Chapman in the corner, a long three for Shedleski, not going to get there. Bernini follows up, not going to get there. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Loyalsock basketball. And with 2.9 seconds left, that is going to do it. Loyalsock is going to win this thing by a score of 45-40 in an outstanding basketball game here tonight. So Loyalsock wins it 45-40. here on the campus of Mount Carmel Area High School. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with the final stats right after this. Count it down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are back. A 45-40 road victory for the Lady Lancers of Loyalsock over the homestanding Red Tornadoes. Final stats for Mount Carmel area. Lauren Ayers finished with 3. Maya Chapman with 2. Caroline Fletcher had 3. Lauren Shedleski with 11. Brooke Bernini with 6. Danny Ray Reno for 15. Mount Carmel area 2 for 5 at the foul line. They have 10 twos, 6 threes, 2 for 5 at the line for their total of 40. For the victorious Lady Lancers of Loyalsock, Sophia Gardner finished with 15. Cassie G had 13. Summer McNulty with 11. Aaliyah Kennedy with 4. And Maya Patterson with 2. The Lady Lancers had 14 two-point baskets. They had 4 threes. They were 5 at 6 at the foul line for a total of 45. I want to thank Mount Carmel area scorekeeper Frank Ferrano for providing the statistics here tonight on WKMC TV. So congratulations to the Loyalsock Lady Lancers as they go to 15-0. Mount Carmel area will fall to 10-3 overall. Loyalsock Lancers 5-0 in the division. Mount Carmel area 4-2. So that's going to do it here from Mount Carmel Area High School, where Loyalsock wins it by a score of 45-40. Paula Margaret, I'm on my way. Until next time, this is Tom Ryan saying so long, everybody. Yes, thank you.
All right. Been a pleasure.
All right.